Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for January 2022. So on Wednesday, the 19th of January, we have the sun moving out of Capricorn and shifting into Aquarius. So this is always a very noticeable shift when we're moving out of an earth sign that keeps us low, keeps us slow, keeps us very rooted into our physical realms, very concentrated on our physical environment, on the tangible of the 3D plane. And then the air energy that, of course, Aquarian is, takes us up into the intellect. We get lighter, we get brighter, we open up our minds. Suddenly, we are futuristically focused. We're, wanting to escape the confines, the restrictions of our current situation. And in this Aquarian energy, we're definitely going to be more focused on our goals, on the dreams in which we want to bring to life. When the sun moves into Aquarius, this is where we kind of have a new thirst for knowledge. We're questioning everything, and it's a beautiful thing to do, is to question the things that do not make sense. There's lots of material in our physical realms right now that we have to question. Because we are illuminated to where it is that we're held back and restricted to the things, the roles, the responsibilities, weighing us down, our commitments, weighing us down in Capricorn season. Aquarius season is where we learn to free ourselves, liberate ourselves from some of those restrictions. Now, yes, our minds are wide open. Yes, we're futuristically focused. Yes, we want to be innovative to come up with new plans, new ideas, new ways of doing things. We want to push ourselves to be progressive in coming up with some solutions to some long-term standing problems that we're just tired of dealing with. This is where our unique talents and abilities come out to shine. This is where we awaken to new perspectives, to new understandings. The Aquarian energy is ruled over by Uranus, who is the great awakener. He shocks us. He disrupts our day. He disrupts our plans. He throws new information at us to open up our minds. This is where we become hypersensitive to what is outdated in our lives, what does not feel good, what does not feel supportive enough to house the new dreams that we're looking to manifest. This is where we are going to improve on a whole bunch of different levels. This is where we understand, looking back at the systems and the structures that we identified under Capricorn season that are no longer working for us, that are so outdated, that are so fragile, that are just crumbling under the pressure, that we have to come up with a new idea on how it is that we're going to rebuild. We've had a lot of chaos thrown at us. We've had a lot of wild card energy thrown at us, causing us to recognize that the systems and the structures, the routines that we were in, they were not supportive of our growth. Now, in Aquarian energy, we are willing to see where it is that we've been too connected, too fixated on not wanting to change. We are definitely breaking free from the rigidity that many of us felt in Capricorn season. We knew we had to make a change, but we didn't know how. We knew that our lives were, transforming at a very accelerated rate, but we were grasping on to the old attachments in order for us to have a sense of safety and security. This is where we free ourselves. This is where we understand that our individual power motivates the change and transformation needed on the collective level. This is where we kind of let go, where we think outside of the box, where we understand that we have to take a certain risk and we have to make some dramatic changes if we are going to see the kind of dreams and visions actually manifest in our lives that we've been praying for. Now, this is no joke. We are going to see a lot of electrical, technological issues in Aquarius season. Aquarius season rules over technology. It also rules over social networks. It also rules over lightning, if we're talking about weather patterns. So we have to understand that Aquarius season will have a huge effect on our central nervous systems because we are electrical beings. We also have to understand that there is going to be some shocking information, some shocking details emerge. We have to understand that there is going to be some wild weather patterns take place. And we also have to understand that, especially because Mercury is retrograde right now, we have to understand that there is likely going to be a lot of problems with the internet, with the social networking platforms. We're going to see some changes there. Of course, censorship is very much a restriction, and the Aquarian energy is looking for freedom and liberation. We are going to see a lot of changes take place, yes, on the global collective, but also in our own lives. This is where we muster up the courage to dream a bigger dream. This is where we push ourselves outside of our rigid thinking in order to actually see the grand vision of what is possible. This is where we download insights from our higher selves, from the higher realms, that will inspire us to take the drama, to take the disruption, to take the dramatic changes that are taking place in our life and using it as a catalyst to actually transform the elements that we know we cannot be attached to for any longer. This is also going to be a great time to really inspire ourselves, motivate ourselves to just kind of abandon the old ways of doing things, the old ways of thinking. This is a time where we got to get creative. Again, thinking outside of the box, coming up with some solutions that we are, basically being downloaded with. These are aha moments of genius. And this is definitely going to trigger us to not only think bigger and broader about what is possible, but to question everything that has already transpired from a higher level of intellect, a higher perspective of understanding, and of course, having the spiritual knowledge that we now have, aligning with our intuition, knowing that that is the only truth that we can trust in this time of misinformation. We are definitely going to have to review what it is we've been through in order for the dots to connect in our higher intellect that will change the game, not only in the way we think, but in the way that we feel.